There's a lot to be proud of, but it does sting right now.
Talk about doing something that this franchise has never done, and doing it in your first year.
Yeah, I know it's great. It's great stuff. I mean, I never would have thought that maybe middle of November, but we stuck with the plan, and I knew that what we had put together as a staff in the summer has worked where I've been in previous stops, and it's kudos to our team, especially our core guys. I know there was a number of changes early, but our core has stuck together and has been here since October 1st, and there was certainly a buy-in factor, and when you have the buy-in factor and the young guys get better on a week-to-week and month-to-month basis, good things can happen, and I think that's what happened with our whole team over the course of the months. Was just progression and a real nice run.
How do you attack now this off season in preparation for next year as a difference to last year, based maybe on the slow start, and then how you try not to repeat that kind of a start?
Well, if you look at Game 6 in Alaska, there was one player on the team that was part of the franchise last year. So that tells you the turnover that we went through over the course of the summer. So I would hope, even though I know there's a ton of turnover in the ECHL, that hopefully we have a core of 7-8 guys that we can start from this summer, which helps the recruiting process tremendously. I hope that based on what we put together here in terms of running it like an American League franchise, which I've preached all along, hopefully the word gets out through the players that have had great experience here that helps us with our recruiting. I'm not going to sit here and it was tough recruiting. I had been away from it for 4 years, and on top of that, it was not easy convincing players to come to Bakersfield. But I'm hoping that's all changing now, and with the core that we have in place, and now that the Oilers own us, and hopefully we can get some more AHL contracted players here next year, I got to feel positive going into the offseason.
I heard some
ups and downs, a lot of adversity, especially early, but I didn't waver from the plan. I kept it in place, and just try to keep making the first-year guys better and accountable. And I looked at Game 6 in Alaska. We had 9 rookies in the lineup out of 18, and 3 rookies sitting out. So in retrospect, we had 12 rookies on the team out of a 23-man roster in the playoffs. It tells you a lot of how young our team was, and so when you start reflecting on those kind of things, a lot of positives.
Are you proud of the development of a lot of your, you look at your blue line, Joey Leach, Joe Marciano, George Hughes, a lot of guys back there developed over the course of the season. Your goaltender, a couple of forwards as well, came in pretty unheralded, but came through the year. Matt Thurber, you can go up down the list, and the development of those rookies and those younger guys here in Bakersfield.
Absolutely, especially from the defense. That's the one area that we spent a lot of time watching video and trying to develop these players. And I'm really hoping that there's a core of the defense that comes back, because that's the hardest area to continue to teach is the back end. But, unfortunately, unlike the NHL and the American League, where you have a number of guys returning in the double digits, the ECHL is so unpredictable, and you might have a first-year rookie that's had a great year. There's no guarantees that they're going to play next year, because some of these kids got degrees, and financially it's not viable sometimes to continue playing. So we just got to tell the guys that we want back to say, hey, we want you back next year. Then they've got to make the decision if they want to continue on with their playing careers.